Om Shri Sai Ram. So today I am here to explain the legend behind the name Puttaparthi. So Puttaparthi, as it is called now, was known as Gollapalli before. So Gollapalli means that the village of cowherds. So there were lots of cowherds and there were lots of cows and they were very prosperous and they were living in bliss. So, but this incident totally changed the lives of the people who lived in Puttaparthi. So what happened was there was a cowherd and his cow used to go into the fields to graze. So, but one day he realized that the cow was not giving any milk. So he decided to investigate what happened. So he followed the cow the next day while it was going to the field to graze, and he found out that there was a snake that came out of its burrow and drank the milk from the cow's udder. So he knew that the snake was the culprit that was stealing all the milk. So he took a stone, because out of rage, he took a stone and threw it onto the cobra. So the cobra died, and when it died, it cursed all the people of that village. So because of this, there were lots of ant hills and there were lots of snakes. So from this, Puttaparthi means that Putta means ant hill and Parthi means multiplying. So the snakes kept multiplying. So from this we can understand Puttaparthi means put apart I, which means putting apart your ego or thinking high of yourself. We must always reduce that or completely obliterate that, or we should never practice that ego. Now let's move on. Now we have the chosen parents of Swami, who are Pedda Venkama Raju and Mother Ishwarama. So in this incident, we can see that Ishwarama is standing near a well to fetch water. So suddenly there is a ball of light that comes from the sky and hits Ishwarama in the stomach. So thus Swami is born. So from this we can understand that we must be pure-hearted to realize the divinity within us. So if we are pure-hearted, Swami will always be with us. Shortly after Swami was born, he was kept in a corner of a room and he was kept on a bedsheet. He was sleeping on a bedsheet. So his grandmother, after a while, his grandmother noticed that the bedsheet was rocking like a cradle. So when she lifted that bedsheet, she saw a cobra under the bedsheet, which was cradling Swami. So from this we can understand that the cobra was none other than Adisesha. So from this we can understand, the value we can understand is when God is kept above all, nothing can harm us. So when Ishwarama was pregnant with Swami, there were lots of musical instruments in their house. As Swami's grandfather, Kondamaraju, used to perform a lot of Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc. theatre plays like that. So there were instruments such as the tabla and the tanpura in their house. So at midnight or early in the morning, these instruments started playing by themselves melodiously. So this indicates the divine presence that had arrived on earth. So from this we can understand the importance of living in the presence of divinity. Let's move on. Now Avinash will take over to explain the other values.
Sai Ram to all. I am now going to explain about Swami. When Swami was in his young age, he used to give clothes, food to the needy. He taught us the value, love all, serve all. This is the model of young Sai giving clothes and food to needy. And next we are moving on to Swami's Kadamai. That means young Sai ironing his only pair of uniform. Young Sai used to do his work by himself. Never lets others to do his work. He will also help others. And the value is be content, clean, tidy and independent. And this is the small story. When Swami was playing with his friends, Lord Hanuman came from the sky and fell in his feet. This showed the importance of surrender. And after some years, Swami grew up and and he created a bhajan group called the Pandari Bhajan group. The value of bhajans is importance of namasmarana, the telling of Swami's words. He used to do it every day, at least once a time. And this is a small story. When a dancer was missing in the concert, the dancer was not able to come. And Swami dressed up as this dancer and danced in the concert. The next is the young Sai carrying water from a far off well. Young Sai used to carry water for his neighbors and for him and helped others. The value we learn is value. Love with duty is desirable. Love without duty is divine. And the next is the Virupaksha temple. It's also a small story. And when his father, mother went inside the temple, they said Swami not to come inside the temple. And when they went in, they saw Swami's face in Shivalingam. So his friend came out running and saw, and Swami was there. He asked him, "Were you standing out for the long time?" "Yes, I was standing out for the long time," Swami answered. And the next one is Pushpagiri Scout Camp. In this, Swami said that Manava Seva is Madhava Seva. Help others, serve all, do all. And the divine announcement. Swami said himself as a God. And he said, why? And he said he has the avatar of Vishnu. And the value is God belongs to all. And this is the picture of Swami's first song, Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam. The first song sung by Swami. Value, importance and reverence to Guru. He explained about the importance of bhajan and importance to Guru. And next is the Kalpataru Vishfuling tree. Swami used to give whatever they needed. The food, the sweets, the snacks and everything from the tamarind tree which was located there. The value is ultimate wish for liberations. Now Akshan will take care.
Sairam, so this was a very interesting incident that happened in the year 1972. So, a lady in Assam and her small daughter, they had rescued a cat from a drain. The girl took good care of the cat and raised it in their household. But one day, the lady had invited a few guests for dinner. The cat jumped on the dining table as there were a couple of fish savories on the table. It grabbed a bite of the fish and ran away. So the lady who had prepared those dishes was very angry and she spanked the cat severely with a stick. So suddenly the whole place started shaking as if there was an earthquake, and all the pictures of Swami fell on the floor. So the lady felt sorry for the cat for having beaten it. Sobbing, she put the cat on the table and rubbed the cat's fur. But when she rubbed the cat's fur, there were puffs of vibhuti that fell on the table. So from this we can understand that Swami knows what is happening wherever and whenever. And some months later, when the same family went to Puttaparthi during Dashara, and the girl was sitting in a row, and Swami walked up to her and gave her extra packets of vibhuti and told her that these are for the cat. So from this we can understand we should see divinity in all, as Swami did. We should, yes. The next one is Swami, when he was young, he condemned bullock cart races and cock fights. So bullock cart races and cock fights were very grueling sports that were practiced. So the bullock cart races, when the bullock cart races happened in Puttaparthi, the drivers of the bullock carts used to spank the tail of the bullock with a stick. So they went through a lot of pain. So Swami told his friends to tell their fathers to stop doing all these grueling things. So the next thing is cockfights. So in these cockfights, there are two cocks which are fitted with knives in their legs. So whenever they fight, they both severely injure each other. So as a result, one cock dies and the other one is grievously injured. So this is also an incident which happened where Swami was expressed his gratitude towards animals. So when Swami was staying in a bungalow, near that bungalow there used to be a park. There used to be a lot of deer that used to roam around and eat the grass. But there was one particular deer that used to always follow Swami. So because the deer was very dear to him. So one day when Swami went up to his room after lunch, he usually, after he eats lunch, he never comes down until evening to give darshan. But this was an exception, and Swami came down running and patted the deer that was waiting for him under the hot sun. So he knew, the deer knew that its life was coming to an end. So the deer went and prostrated on Swami's lotus feet and passed away. So this is also, the next incident is also very interesting. When Swami stayed at a place called Horsley Hills, which is 3,800 feet above sea level, there used to be a bungalow where he stayed. So in this bungalow, a bullock used to bring water from the nearby water source. So when Swami was leaving, he told everyone there that I have to take leave of that VIP. That VIP was none other than the buffalo that helped to transport the water. So going near the buffalo, he patted it and said, "Bangaru, you have done me great service." Bangaru in Telugu means the golden one. So this is how Swami was kind to animals and expressed gratitude. And we must also understand that we must also be kind to animals and express our gratitude.
Sai Ram, actually this is Subbamma and this is our beloved Swami. One day when Subbamma was talking to Swami with whole of her heart, Swami asked the question that what was your last wish? She said that I want to drink a water by your hand at my deathbed. And Swami promised it. Swami once met a Vedras, and that time Subbamma died because of some illness. After 3 days, the people of that village thought that we should burn Subbamma. By the time Swami came and called Subbamma 3 times. Then Subbamma woke up and she said, she woke up and Swami gave her water and she died in the laps of Swami. This shows the value of unconditional love by Subbamma. She could have asked for a bungalow or a money or something else, but she asked only for the true love of Swami. And Swami kept his promise. Even though he was in Madras, he came all the way to Puttaparthi to keep up his promise. And this is the second slide. Food multiplies. One day, when Subbamma was saying, she used to give food to everyone who came and saw Bhagwan. One day, she prepared only a few amount of food, but visitors came in a large amount. But so there was shortage of food. But then she came to Bhagwan and asked that, how can I serve everyone? I have only a little food. How can I serve everyone? I can't let anyone go without half hunger. So Swami said, bring 2 coconuts and I will take care of everything. So Subbamma bought 2 coconuts and she gave it to Swami. Swami just broke those 2 coconuts and put these coconuts into their foods. And he told that to serve all these foods to the people. Subbamma went to serve all these people. As she was serving, the food came coming. It was like Akshaya Patra. And this shows that the value of second thing. Good intentions will yield in good results. If we have good intentions like Subbamma, we can get some good results like him. This is the next story of a cobbler. One day in Prashanti Nilayam, Swami was in a rich man's house. Actually, they were doing bhajans and all kind of Vedas and everything. On the time, a poor cobbler passed by that street. He saw Swami and Swami called him. He came near Swami and asked the wish, "Can you please come to my home?" And Swami said, "Yes, I will for sure, I will come to your home." And out of joy, he jumped out of the house and just he was roaming around. As he was roaming around, he thought that I didn't give my address. How will Swami come to my home? Then he thought that Swami will not come to my home. Let me continue my work. As he was continuing his work, Swami came to his workplace and he took him and took him to his home. By the time when he got home, cobbler was filled with joy and he gave whatever fruits, flowers and everything he had to Swami, and he was really happy. This is another slide. Burning of a hut. Swami had haters as well as lovers. One of a hater set fire to his hut when he was young. Swami was surrounded by friends actually, like Suresh, Raju and etc. They started shouting, Satya, please get out of this. This is gonna burn the hut all over. But Swami didn't get down. As he knew everything, suddenly rain come only to the hut. The rain started pouring down, extinguishing the fire, and the fire got extinguished by the rain. This gives us the value that if you protect Dharma, you will be protected by Dharma. This is another story. The poisoned vada. One of a hater of Swami called him for a supper, a feast. Swami loved vadas, so she poisoned vada, and she gave it to Swami. Swami ate it, even though he knew, but he ate it. Then he went to his home and vomited the whole vada. Then he came to the lady and said that you have tried to kill me, but I will not get killed. Please do not do this again. Please. And the woman, he forgave the woman, and the woman later became her devotee. This gives a value. Forgiveness. Do good even to the one who hates you. And this is another slide. A rescue of tiger cubs. One day, an Englishman in Anantapur district came for hunting to a tiger. He hunted a tiger. He actually hunted a mother tiger. Then there was a little cub which was really little, and it was afraid of that Englishman. So he was about to take his jeep and take his jeep and tiger. But the jeep did not start, and the nearby people start passing by. So he asked the people that how can I start my jeep? Is there any mechanic? Then the people said that there is no mechanic, but there is a boy Satya who can help you definitely. Then he went all the way to Puttaparthi to see the boy Satya. Satya told that you have killed a mother tiger, but what will happen to the cub? How it will survive the world? So you must take the cub and surrender it to a zoo. Then only you can go to your home. So he took the cub actually, and surrendered it to a zoo nearby. And Swami came along with him and just touched the jeep. The jeep got started without even the key. And as a gratitude to Swami, the Englishman gave the skin of the tiger, and it's also available now. Even now, it's also available in Puttaparthi right now. Thank you.
Saira, this Mother Ishwaramma's 3 wishes. Those 3 wishes were water facility, hospital and education. As a part of the wish, Swami built a water plant in Puttaparthi, which provides not only to the district Anantapur but also to the nearby district. He also provided water to Chennai via the Krishna river. Before we proceed to the second wish, here we see 3 wings of the Sathya Sai Seva organizations. Those are spiritual wing, service wing and education wing. These are the activities undertaken by the spiritual wing. These include bhajans, Nagar Sankirtan, Vedas, study circle, Archana, meditation, celebration of festivals and many more. The value of the spiritual wing is Veda Samrakshana, which means to protect the tradition and heritage. Now we will move on to the second wish. The second wish was to provide a hospital that is free medical health care, and Swami fulfilled it. This is the Sri Sathya Sai General Hospital in Whitefield, Bangalore, and this is the Sathya Sai Super Speciality Hospital in Puttaparthi. He has established many more hospitals with free medical service. Now coming back to the wings, these are the activities undertaken by the service wing. They include Narayan Seva, service for visually impaired, vocational training, hospital service, mobile hospital, temple cleaning, Prasanti Seva, Gram Seva, disaster relief campaigns, and many more. These are the activities undertaken by the education wing. These include Bhajan Balvikas, tuitions for the needy, and school Balvikas. Now, coming back to the three wishes, here we see is the Sri Sathya Sai School of Music. He has built many more schools in this way, providing free education to all the students. The core purpose is to impart the true ideal education and mold students as ideal citizens wedded to the service of the society. Here we see are the two emblems of Sri Sathya Sai Seva organizations. This emblem symbolizes all the major religions in the world, and each value is to respect all religions. This emblem here shows the 5 human values we must follow. Each value is to follow the human values. Together, its significance is to see unity in diversity. The 5 human values, as I mentioned earlier, are Satya, truth; Dharma, right conduct; Santi, peace; Prema, love; Ahimsa, non-violence. When we were small, we were always like, I want. When we grow up, we should cut the tie. That is the ego to become unity, to become unite. If we become unite, the love among us is increased. If the love is increased, we are reaching He. That is the divinity.